Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast. Live from downtown Minneapolis. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. This homestand ends here for the Timberwolves as they get ready to hit the road. There's the pick. It's Randall with the drive. Counting. Greg, we look at the rosters of these teams, the athleticism they both have just jumps right off the page.
Listen, we're almost guaranteed multiple highlight level plays in this one. This is the kind of game where you see what incredible athletes the NBA has.
Minnesota with the ball. Basket, good. Randall's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, the defender made it hard on Randall. Still, he uses his body to convert for two.
And finished off by Wagner.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
McDaniels outside. Into the lane. And the layup is good.
Flashing his athleticism on the drive. I like when McDaniels takes initiative on offense.
Outside, Suggs. Pass to Carter. Outside, Suggs. Clock at 4. Carter with the bucket.
Well, making those are big for Carter Jr. They keep the defense honest.
An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center. But in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
Now, DiVincenzo. After Wendell Carter missed from long range. Outside, Suggs. From the arc. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist.
Well, it's great to see Suggs become more and more confident as a jump shooter.
Randall. Orlando grabs the miss.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
It's stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That's his first foul. Edwards with it. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. Carter, left side. Good ball movement here by the basket. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's got 5. Just 5 on the clock. Good, nice job down low. McDaniels got 7 points in the game. Orlando trailing here. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs.
Minnesota leading by 4. DiVincenzo with it. Picked up by Suggs. Randle outside. Wagner grabs the miss.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Stolen by McDaniel. Here's DiVincenzo. No scoring in this one. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Now Black. There's the pick. Pass to Wagner. Back to Black. Off target with his 3. Here's Edwards with the drive.
Oh, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
We could feel that one all the way over here. And so, your and thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And another thing, coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And the shot goes in. Wagner's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, at just under 7 feet, Wagner can be very effective on the glass, which is especially helpful on offense.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Look, Suggs knows how to assert himself inside. You give him a lane and he will attack.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you.
Hasn't bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Now here's Edwards. He has 6.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. And can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Well, what you like about Black is he processes quickly, and he moves quickly, plus great size for his position.
When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Athletic finish right there by Black. I like when he goes up strong like this.
And the shot is good.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Orlando making a change here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Richardson. Now E. Shot clock at 6. And they call an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Here's Gobert. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. G.A., how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
1:43 left to play here in the half. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, when you're the size of Gobert, you're already living above the rim.
Inside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
$1:14 left to play in the first half. Pass to Gobert. Gobert double team. It's deflected. Stuckey outside. Now here's Bane. Back to Stuckey. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Dosunmu. And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Timberwolves shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
Now here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Kicks it out to Richardson. And another three for Orlando.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And off in time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Magic trailed by 3. Pass to Wagner. Shoots over McDaniel. Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's Suggs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts. And that's now 7 points for Jalen Suggs.
And when you look at Suggs' numbers, here's a guy who has really improved his shooting. Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And Carter now, top of the key. It's Suggs with the drive. And Suggs throws it down.
Well, the runway was clear for Suggs, and he didn't let it go to waste.
Wagner looking it over. Kicks it out to Banchero. Good. Banchero's got the lead up to 3 now for Orlando.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Edwards, good.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Wagner outside. Back to Suggs. Over Edwards. And it's Orlando with another.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Black grabs the board.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Still yet to score. Here's McDaniels. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Carter. Back to Suggs. No good on the three.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Orlando making some changes. And here's Richardson. 6 points for him. Pass to Stuckey. Back to Richardson. And here is Bain. Another miss by Orlando. Dosunmu with it. 5 points in the game. Here we go, one-on-one. Richardson gets a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. McDaniels outside. 34 seconds left to play in the third. And a missed layup. Orlando leading by 3. Pass to E. Now here's Stuckey. Fires, high post. Minnesota with the rebound. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Magic. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And the Timberwolves with possession. They trail by 1. McDaniels outside. To the paint. And stolen by Wagner. To the inside. And finished off by Banchero.
That's too easy for Banchero. The closer to the basket he gets, he becomes almost impossible to stop.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Carter pulls it in. Orlando leading by 3. Here's Wagner. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, he's a 3-level scorer. That's what Wagner can do.
Pass to Dosunmu. Three-pointer. That shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's Banchero, defended by Dosunmu.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Here is Edwards. Five to shoot. And Reed has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Here's Edwards. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Dosunmu. Driving the lane. The layup missed. Yeah, it's good.
Well, yeah, you can tell Black is very comfortable finishing right under the rim. Has such good hops.
Releases. Cleared away by Carter.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spill, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Wagner. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Yeah, Wagner doesn't fear contact. He'll take it right into the defense down there.
Hit by Reed. Here's DiVincenzo. Driving in. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
It's stolen. Wetzler's a three. Cleared away by Carter.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
What a strong drive by Wagner. If you're going to do it, then don't hold back.
Outside Edwards. It's stolen by Banchero. Here's Suggs. Edwards with the block. Fires the three. Reed. Now Edwards. It misses.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. Now Suggs. Banchero. He drills the three.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Suggs looking around. Now Banchero. Oh, the slam dunk.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Now McDaniels. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This was a very